Hi guys, um, this is my class. What we're going to do is talk about MyFitnessPal and my PT Hub. So I've shared my screen so that I can talk you through each one. Just move that out of the way. So PT Hub, you will get, once you have signed up, you will get an email from myself, which will look something like, when it opens, something like this. So this is one I've sent to somebody else, Shannon. So please check your emails and please make sure you go through and you activate account by clicking here. This then will link you to me. So when I set your diet and your training plan, you'll be able to see exactly what I've set. Otherwise, you will struggle because you can download straight from the App Store, which will not link you to me, and then you'll be asking me questions why it don't work. All right. So PT Hub, it's quite a good app. I'll talk you through each screen, but this is on my desktop. You do get it on your mobile phone, which I tend to use it on my personal phone. It does make it a lot simpler, but for some reason I can't link my phone to the computer, so I'll show you on desktop. You'll see these 9 boxes, and if you click on this, that's exactly what you'll see on your phone. It's exactly the same. So if you click on My Hub, it brings you up these 4 boxes, which is exactly the same. So I'll take you through, start chat. This will link you straight to me. So if you have any questions or you're struggling at any point, drop me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So I'll jump back to my hub, and on here you'll see log nutrition, which you get your date. So you can click log and then you will find your plan, which on mine's not showing my plan at the minute because I've not set myself one up. But in here you'll see your calories, which are your carbs, fat and proteins. And then what I do is use MyFitnessPal. I tend to find MyFitnessPal's a little bit easier to use, and it allows you to log more days, whereas PT Hub only allows you to log 1 day at a time, which I don't think is very good because me myself, I like to log myself for all week, Monday to Friday. I'm working every day. I tend to eat very, very similar foods. So it does make sense. So let me just video. So as I said, you can use this by all means, but it only logs 1 day at a time. Another difference with PT Hub against MyFitnessPal is PT Hub, all the foods that are in it are actually accounted for and verified, so they're right. On MyFitnessPal, if somebody adds a food, which anybody can add a food, so if you scan the label, the food doesn't exist, you can actually put in your carbs, protein and fats and your amount of calories. But if you forget to put your protein in, you'll soon find that when you scan that food and use it, all of a sudden your protein measures will be wrong. So you have to be a bit careful with exactly what you're putting in MyFitnessPal. So next box, add progress photos. You will find front, side and back. So we take a front photo. We tend to try, if possible, take it at the same time every week. So if you start your transformation on the Monday, take the photos on the Monday morning. What I do is I will wake up in the morning before I've had any food, any drink. I'll go to the toilet, and then I will stand on the scales, do my measurements, and then I'll do my photos, my front, middle, front, side, and back. And then it's exactly the same time every week. It shouldn't change. You have update measurements, which on here you'll see the date, you'll see your weight as you've measured, and I tend, like I said, I do that as soon as I get up in the morning so that it don't fluctuate, because if I weigh myself in an afternoon, I tend to find you might have put some weight on just from the amount of water you've drunk or the food that you've eaten. Your measurements are your neck. Obviously, you can't have a left and a right neck. It's you just fill one in, so always fill left-sided. Chest, you can't have a left and a right chest. You only actually have one, so just fill in the left side. Arms, obviously left and right. Waist is just the left. Hips, just the left. Thigh, you have two thighs, so left and right. So you get that. So we do that exactly at the same time as when we take us photos. Try and measure it the same place if possible. It does help. I have had people in past saying I seem to have lost this, or I've put this on, and they've actually not measured themselves because week after they've gone back to where they were. So easily done, easily done. So yeah, so go back to the 9 points. You will see your workouts, which I haven't assigned myself any yet. I'll swap over. So, workouts. So depending on what workouts I've set for yourself, you will see I've got a lot of plans in here, so let's just click on one. So you'll see this on your screen once you've started. If you click into do this activity today, you'll see it says exactly what it is. If you click into it, it gives you a good description, exactly how to do the exercise, and it'll also give you a video. Really annoying music. You'll get used to muting that. So it shows you certain exercises. You've got a minimum range and a maximum, so you need to be aiming between 15 and 20. Rest period, you've got minutes and seconds. So 3 push-ups, you do between 15 and 20, and you'd have 1 minute rest in between. Then we go on to push-ups, hyperextensions, chin-ups, Spider-Man push-ups. So that had class as 1 day. All right. What I do tend to do, leave it out saving. What I do tend to do is click on programs. You'll all be assigned programs, so you'll be able to see on your, you will get a calendar which will show you. So if I click into resistance bands, basically what this will do is I set you a 12-week program, as you can see all the way down to 12 weeks, which will give you a resistance band workout, depending on what level you're at. This is for one of my clients. So this is a beginner stage, which will then show on a Monday what they do in the PM, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday miss, Friday, Saturday. So you will get a lot of notifications if you're not following. So if you start your program on a Monday and I've set you a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday workout, and you did Monday, Tuesday only, Wednesday it'll prompt you, but you might not be doing it on the same day. It doesn't matter if you're a day forward, you can turn the notifications off. Calories burnt are calories burnt. It doesn't matter how you burn the calories, as long as you enjoy doing it and you're going to stick to it and carry on doing it. if it's something you don't enjoy, maybe we can tweak your program, we can change something, but you're gonna have to let me know what you really like and what you don't like. If it's something you really don't like, you're not going to do it. You're not going to stick to it. So what I suggest you do is go through your workouts you've got, see what you do like, give everything a try, and then come back to me if there's anything you need to change, or skip that one and say if you like mountain biking, you might want to do more mountain biking instead of running. That's fine. Makes no difference, because calories burnt are calories burnt. And that's really about it from PT Hub. There's not really much all else I can go through. So I'll just go back to client base. So let's see what you see. No, that's it for now. So yeah, so have a play with it, see what you think. If you struggle with anything, let me know. Click on chat, and I can help you wherever I can. Right, so we go on to, where are we going? So we're going to MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is also an app, so you can use it on your phone. I tend to use it on my phone. I find it a lot easier. It tends to have most foods, if not all. It's the only odd time I've found I've bought some meat from a random butcher and it's come up with a barcode that's tried scanning it, it just says don't exist. So, but normally out you buy from any big supermarkets, Morrison's, Asda tends to exist. So what you will find, I'll run through some settings with you first. So if you click on your settings, you have to download this off Marketplace or Play Store or to get this app. This app's not linked to me. So anyway, settings, we go into so as you can see here, we've got meal names. I think when you first download MyFitnessPal, it just comes up with breakfast, snack one, lunch, and dinner. There is another 2 columns in here which you can use if you feel you need to. You can change names of these as well if you want to. So could call that morning snack. What I tend to do is put all my snacks in one place, and then I know what I've got for the day, and then I just work my way through them as and when. I don't tend to. You don't have to eat them in order as such. But if you want to be really OCD, you could breakfast 7 o'clock, morning snack 9 o'clock. Oops. So yeah, you can change them as much as you want, whatever you want to call them. It's just something that would suit you, that's all. And just make sure whatever you change at bottom, you go at bottom and you press save changes. All right. So go back. If I go up to the top now, come on. So home, then click into goals. I can edit my goals. So on PT Hub, when I've given you your goals, if you want to use PT Hub to log your calories, that's fine. If you want to do it on here, that's also fine. So going to daily, going to my home, goals, and then edit. And then here, this is what I'm on at the moment. I use this daily. So you can change what I've given you. So if I change mine to 30, you can see the grams change. So what we're going to do is try and aim what I've given you near as damn it to what you can. If it, you might find you're just in between, it might be like 33%. But unless you actually buy the app, you can't get it exactly bang on, but you don't need to buy the app, it's fine. So I'll put mine back where it was before I forget. So if you can update your carbs, fat and protein, that's all we're interested in at the minute. We don't need to be looking at anything else. And then make sure when you've done that, it saves, and you should be able to see it on this screen, because whatever's on your main screen, when you've come out of the edit, that's what it'll be putting you in every day. So we need to make sure that's right. You don't need checking. Another thing on settings as well, which will be down here. It's in diary settings. Make sure we're not basically counting our steps. If you do any steps or any exercise or anything on those lines, what it tends to do then is allow you more calories, and we're not interested in allowing you more calories. You could really do a real, say you went and run 5 miles, it might add you a few hundred calories on, and we need to make sure it doesn't do that. So otherwise you might find, if I've set you 1,700 calories or 2,500 calories, you might all of a sudden find that day it's actually changed it to 2,007. So we need to make sure we're still in a deficit to be able to lose fat. So definitely make sure that's off. So this will be a standard day for me. What we will do is go on to a random day, and we'll make a day. Right, so as you can see, anything I changed for each meal, you can see breakfast 7 o'clock, morning snacks 9 o'clock. You can change these to whatever you need them to be. And at the bottom, it should show your total amount of calories, total amount of carbs, total amount of fat, and total amount of protein. The green is saying that's how many you've got left to eat, and it's in green because you're less than this figure. If we eat more than 78 grams of fat, then that figure will go red. So at least you'll be able to see. But you can see that on your phone app as well. But on the phone app, I'll just click onto it. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. You tend to, I don't think you can see that now. I'll have to try and do another video just for films. But it's practically the same. At the bottom, you get your diary. And then it'll show you your calories remaining. If you click into it and on nutrients, it basically replicates that screen. So it shows you for each protein, carbs, fats, fiber, saturated fat, and everything else, what's over and what's under. But we're only interested in protein, carbs, and fat. So anything else, if something goes over, ignore it. So breakfast, what we can do is add a food. A good thing about doing it on your phone is when you press add food, there's a little barcode scanner. So you can actually scan the barcode off the food, which makes it a lot easier. Especially, I tend to find myself in Morrison's, and sometimes I'm a bit unsure what that food sort of consists of. So I do a lot of scanning in Morrison's. I do get quite a few funny looks. So this will show you a lot of foods that you've had previous, or if not all. So you'll there's a few foods in here you didn't expect to see. Fudge cake. What else have we got? There's pages and pages. Marmite. Got to love Marmite. So we'll make a day. So I don't know. I tend to like bacon in the morning. So if I just put bacon in, press search, anything that comes up with a green tick means it's been verified, which means the carbs, protein, and fat and the amount of calories is correct. anything that doesn't have a green tick, like this one, has not been verified. So anybody could have, well, somebody will have put that in on their own. So they'll have scanned something, it didn't exist, and they've copied the packet to put in. So if you click it, it could be wrong, but you'll not find every food's got a green tick. So it might be Morrison's bacon. Don't know. So Morrison's bacon could be. Or we'll just go with bacon for now. It's only a trial. So down here, you'll see how many servings it is. The number of servings is 2 pieces. I don't really like that. It's much better when you can change it to gram. Some don't like to give you that option. So it'd be 1 serving. Are we having 2 pieces? Or if we're having 3 pieces, you might change that to 1 and 3 servings. So still you get your 3 pieces. Add food to diary. All right, so you can see now it's added your calories, carbs, fat, and protein. So you can see then these numbers now are actually going down depending on how much we put in. So what I'll do, I'll quickly add some more food. Oops. One large egg. We may have 3 eggs. Add food to diary. We have wholemeal bread. One serving of 2 slices, so that's fine. We're having 2 slices. Add food to diary. We may have, well, like some Lurpak in the morning. Oops. Lurpak. So it says teaspoon. Thing with teaspoon is my teaspoon might be bigger than yours teaspoon, or it could be smaller. So I always tend to try and work in grams. So I'll probably change that to 1 gram. Because say if I were having, I don't know, 8 gram, if I got that set at 5, it'd be tricky trying to work out how many servings it is. So change that to 1 gram. We change that to 8. So I'm having 8 grams. So I've pretty much chopped tomatoes. I think I'm going to end up eating this tomorrow. I think I'm going to have to. So we're having 100 gram. I think this is about 400 gram in a tin. Me and my missus tend to share it, so I'll have 200 gram. Add food to diary. So pretty much got myself a decent breakfast going there. This is showing me exactly what I've got left. And it can show you each individual food, so you can see later down the line which ones, if you're like go over on your fat, you can actually limit these. So what I could do is then click on that and change it not from 3 eggs, well, change from 3 eggs to 2 eggs. So morning snack, I like to have the still don't like using a medium banana. What I tend to do is take skin off, weigh one, and then say they're all going to be that size. I think they're usually about 100 gram. Yeah, I usually weigh one, and then, I mean, but for what they are, there are a few carbs, hardly any protein, no fat. It's not really going to make too much difference. We want to be aiming really grams. You don't want to be, if possible, more than 10 gram out, really. You need to be trying to get, you're aiming for, well, I'm aiming here at 438 grams of carbs. And and aiming altogether 3,500 calories. So we shall carry on. So for lunch, I thought I use a text sandwich to work. So wholemeal bread, we are having 2 slices. Quite funky sandwich if you only put bread on bottom. Food to diary. Food. Honey roast ham. Oops. Cooked ham. 1 slice. Tends to be a bit greedy with ham. 4 slices. So you can see exactly how I'm building a day. I will be logging everything other than water. I don't tend to log. I'll log it anyway, just to show you. But don't tend to log like lettuce and cucumber. So when I show you this in a minute, if I say it's a gram, which would be a bit daft to weigh some lettuce, 30 grams, which is well enough for a sandwich, to be fair. It's 1 gram of carbs, no fat, no protein. So you could save yourself quite a bit of time and not actually log that. But I tend to do it because once, if I'm having a sandwich, I tend to have the same sandwich. I'll have ham, lettuce, I'll have mayonnaise, cucumber, sometimes Lurpak on it, depends, but cucumber is the same. I forgot to spell cucumber then. So 30 servings at 1 gram, add to food diary. Exactly the same. It's just come up with nothing. But once you've copied this, you can then, on your phone app, you can actually click and copy the day onto tomorrow, and then actually you've got a basis to start from. So you don't have to do this every day. What I tend to do is have my standard day for a work day set up already. I really know what I'm having. I tend to change my tea maybe every day or every other day, and then I'll make adjustments further up. So if I'm over fat, I might only have 2 eggs. Or if I'm over carbs, I might just have 1 slice of toast in the morning instead of 2. So what I'll do, you can see how that's sort of building up now to a day. Obviously my fat's getting near enough where it should be. I've still got loads of carbs to get through, and I've still got quite a bit of protein to get through. Now, something I'll just add you another one just to show you. I tend to have whey protein. Which one is? Maybe. I don't like it in scoop either. I do it by grams because I could weigh a bigger scoop than what you have for me. Oops, I jumped. Go back to where we were. Saturday, add food. It'll be on my list somewhere. So I know my scan barcode, so it makes it very, very, very easy. Protein. Genius. Oh, that'll do. That's so cool. That's the one. So when I scan my packet, it comes up with a gram. So normally I may have 60 grams of protein. I check, and you can add more foods at one time as well when you go on that. So if you click, you're having for dinner and you know what you had yesterday, or you're having something that you had the other day, you can click, and it'll add all in the same time. So it'll just save you having to go forward and back for every one bit of food you're adding. So where's my whey protein then? It's disappeared. Come on. Click on my foods. Frequent. That's my whey protein. So liking what I'm adding. Let's search for it. So for this instance, we'll just go in scoops, and I'm going to go 3. But normally, when you scan your packet, it'll come up in grams. And what I tend to do is put my protein shaker on my digital scale, and then add the protein powder as you go. I won't have 3 scoops either. That's like way too much. So add food down. So you can see here, it's yeah, that's it. So it gives you a good boost of protein, 20 grams of protein. Not for much, you don't get much fat from it. You don't get much carbs, but be very careful if you do buy protein. Some of them do contain a lot of carbs. But that's just something, it's quick, doesn't really fill you up, and it does get on top of your protein level, because you do find you do tend to eat a lot of protein, especially when you diet. It does keep you fuller for longer. So what I will do is, let me just jump to a day I've filled in, because I don't want to waste too much of your time. You can always watch this video back as well. Watch it as many times as you need to, make some notes, but do have a play around on MyFitnessPal and PT Hub. And if you do get stuck, just give me a shout, and we can go through it on a one-to-one level. So this would be a standard day for me. I'm actually under on carbs at the minute, because I'm doing that on purpose, because my carb levels are set for when I'm lifting a lot heavier weights, which at home, my maximum weights are 5 kilograms a piece. So it doesn't really, it's not really doing me justice at the minute. But as you can see, my fat's only 4 grams off my protein 1. So I'm pretty good at getting my protein in, pretty good at getting my fat level, which is really important. Carbs are your last to get in, but really you need, what I say you will be perfect for what you're doing at home and your exercises. To be honest, I probably should knock 50 grams off that, and then mine would be showing probably 141. So yeah, that's MyFitnessPal. Just make sure I've crossed everything off. You will find this quite overwhelming at start, and I did exactly the same. I think it's like anything new. If you, I don't know, if you started a new job, or you got a new phone, or if you went from Android to Apple, you do find it hard, and for 24 hours you are like really in a pickle with it. But bear with it, and keep trying it. For me to set myself a day up now on my phone probably takes me a couple of minutes. Rest of it's food prep. I tend to eat quite basic foods, to be honest. I don't really cook massive recipes or all like that. But my missus will. She'll scan everything and then work out the weights of what we're both having, or if there's only 2 of us having it and we're sharing it all, she'll weigh it all and then just half everything. And then I'll jump on her her FitnessPal app, and then I'll actually copy it back onto mine. So more time you spend with it, the better it does get. But like I said, you'll feel overwhelmed, and I feel like I'm giving you loads of information, but they're quite basic, simple apps that once you've done it for a few weeks, I'm sure you're going to get pretty accustomed to using it. Yeah, so just practice. Like I said, I'd only worry about your carbs, fat, and protein. I won't worry about anything else in there. We're not Olympic athletes, and we've got to fit it in between us, to fit his lifestyle and in between his jobs. So yeah, I do tend to plan my meals a day in advance. I tend to do it the night before, do any food prep, and then put it in fridge ready for the next day. And then if I'm prepped for the next day, I've got no excuse but to follow it. I hope that's been enjoyable, but please feel free to watch it again. Watch it as many times as you want, take some notes. If you're still struggling, drop me a message on PT Hub, and I think we're done. enjoy. Cheers, guys. Thanks.